The Guardians of the Galaxy recap. Everything you need to know before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Starting off with Guardians of the Galaxy. Peter Quill is an orphan who's abducted by aliens shortly after his mother's death. He's stolen away by a group of space pirates called the Ravagers in a ship led by Yondu. Now a grown-butt man, Peter Quill, better known as Starlord, does his thing. Stealing, theft! And steals a powerful mystery orb that Ronan the Accuser is also seeking. Peter manages to escape with the orb and plans to sell it, but Yondu learns that Peter isn't going to share the loot with the Ravagers, not very cash money of him, and puts out a bounty for him. Peter gets intercepted by Gamora, an assassin sent by Ronan and daughter of Thanos, Rocket the Racoon, and Vin Diesel Tree Man Groot, who are here to collect the bounty. And eventually the Nova Corps arrives and arrests all four of them.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
In prison, they meet Drax the Destroyer, a warrior who takes everything literally and has a perpetually broken sense of humor. Drax desires to kill Ronan for killing his family in the past. Eventually, they all escape the prison and team up to stop Ronan. Even Gamora, who's had a change of heart. The team goes to nowhere to give the orb to the Collector to keep it safe, but they find out the orb actually contains one of the 6 Infinity Stones. After an explosion, more intense than talkies, they try to decide what to do with the orb, since it's too powerful to leave even with the Collector. Before they can decide though, Ronan arrives, kicks all their butts, and takes the orb. Peter and Gamora get captured by the Ravagers in the aftermath, but after making a compelling argument, they convince Yondu to join them, and uses Gamora's inside knowledge to take down Ronan and save the galaxy. They meet up with Groot, Rocket, and Drax, and officially unite. They intercept Ronan as the giant ship is approaching the home of the Nova Corps to destroy it. They battle Ronan and defeat Gamora's bitter sister Nebula, and during the conflict, Groot sacrifices himself. Eventually, Ronan is destroyed by the power of the orb as Starlord grabs it and miraculously survives with the help of his team. After the battle, the now named Guardians of the Galaxy take off to do some good and some bad throughout the galaxy with the blessing of the Nova Corps. And a new Groot is growing back from a twig. Oh yeah!
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. A few months later, the Guardians are protecting some ultra-valuable batteries from an interdimensional creature from their employers, a powerful alien race called the Sovereign. By the way, Groot is now Baby Groot. The mission goes as planned until the Sovereign turn on them because Rocket stole some of their batteries.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Which was not a good decision. During the chase, Peter's ship is shot down, but they're rescued by a man named Ego, who claims to be Peter's father. They also meet Mantis, his servant person assistant thing who is also an empath. She and Drax become fast friends. It turns out Ego is a celestial, a living planet, and he's been searching for Peter for years, and he wants to show him how to use his planet powers. Peter goes to learn more, and Drax and Gamora go with him. Yondu, hired by the Sovereign, tracks down Peter's ship and captures Groot and Rocket with the help of Nebula, but after he tries to let them off the hook, he's betrayed by a fellow Ravager, the poorly named Taserface. Yondu forms a friendship with Rocket, and both of them, plus Baby Groot and a loyal crewmate, Kraglin, break free and set off to plant Ego to warn Peter that his dad is a bad dude. But Peter has already discovered that his dear old dad isn't quite as poggers as he seems. Turns out he killed Peter's mom and is planning to extend himself to take over the universe. Oh no! The Guardians unite to stop him, and Peter uses his newfound powers to fight his father. In the battle, Peter's precious Walkman is destroyed. Nebula arrives as well, and eventually makes amends with her sister Gamora and joins the fight against Ego. Mantis also changes sides. Rocket rigs the whole plan to explode, and all the Guardians but Peter escape. Yondu stays behind and sacrifices himself to save Peter. The Guardians continue with a renewed sense of purpose to protect the galaxy. Kraglin inherits Yondu's whistle thing, and he gives a new MP3 player to Peter.
Infinity War. The Guardians are going on a merry stroll through space on their way to a distress signal. The distress signal came from the Asgardians, who were not too long ago attacked by Thanos. They literally run into the extremely masculine Thor, and after a quick rundown of the crap that's going down, Thanos is trying to get some stones, they decide to split up. Thor goes with Rocket and Groot to get a weapon that can kill Thanos. The rest of them head off to stop Thanos from getting the Reality Stone. They arrive too late, and that sucks, but it doesn't suck as much as Gamora getting kidnapped. The Peter group meets up with Iron Man and his groupies who are fighting their own demons, but they have a common goal: stop Thanos. Although after actually almost stopping Thanos, which took a lot of planning, Peter goofs and not so kindly asks Thanos where Gamora is. Peter's displeased to hear that she's been yeeted off a cliff. He wakes up Thanos and the results are as one would expect, with Thanos escaping to Wakanda, where the real action is. And yes, Starlord, we did just lose. Meanwhile, Thor gets his new weapon at the cost of Groot's arm.
It is but a scratch.
Then they go to Wakanda, where Thor should have gone for the head, and Thanos commits the snapping. Rocket and Nebula don't get snapped, but Nebula is stuck alone with Tony Stark, so she's unluckily lucky.
Endgame. Nebula and Tony Stark get saved from dying in space by Captain Marvel, and then Thanos gets killed by Thor for his crime. Then, 5 years later, all the Avengers and everyone else who's still alive assemble to turn back time to the good old days, which, in the end, brings back all the good guys. But Thanos comes back because something dealing with Nebula's communicator or something? I don't know. They all team up and beat Thanos. However, the Gamora that came back is from 2014, so she doesn't remember who Starlord is. And when the reverse snap happens, I guess Gamora doesn't disappear? I also don't know. Thor: Love and Thunder. Thor hangs out with the Guardians for a while until they finally manage to get rid of him.
The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. In this short feature, the Guardians of the Galaxy buy Nowhere and welcome Cosmo the Space Dog to the team. Drax and Mantis kidnap Kevin Bacon, and he joins the Guardians of the Galaxy in celebrating Christmas. And in the end, Mantis reveals that she's Peter's half-sister, and Peter's very surprised and happy to learn the truth. How sweet. And now you're caught up and ready for the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
We hope you enjoyed this recap. We hope you enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I guess.
Yeah, comment down below what your favorite movie the Guardians have appeared in, and go and click this video if you want another recap. It's pretty cool.
And didn't get many views. But until then, he's Mio.
And he's Keto.
We hope you have a blessed day.
Bye!